I am British.
I am British.
I'm British.
I'm British.
I am British.
I'm British.
Why am I nervous? Is anyone else nervous?
I'm nervous too. I'm actually a dual citizen, US and UK. I grew up in England, in London, and I moved to America when I was 12. So you'll hear I have a bit of a funky accent.
I'm not a dual citizen, I'm a citizen of the UK, but I also moved when I was 12, and my accent, for the most part, I think I still sound kind of British.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a citizen of the UK. I spent about 4 years in India, so I got a bit of that as well. And I moved to the US 2 years ago for UCLA, so I'm a student right now.
I'm also a citizen of the UK. I moved to the US 2 months ago.
Welcome.
I lived in Canada before that for 4 years, which was horrible because I hate the cold.
I've lived here for 11 years. I'm from Liverpool. Yeah, I've been here a long time, so my accent kind of sounds muddled, but I'm a Scouser.
Scouse?
I'm also a dual citizen. I moved here when I was 12. Well, I got my dual citizenship when I was 12.
Lots of people got their dual citizenships at 12.
Suspicious.
Got eyes on you.
Not very.
I said it first.
That's true, that's true.
You're from London. Where in the UK are you from?
Yeah, London.
London.
Yeah.
Leicester.
Liverpool.
Where are you from?
London.
In the UK? Oh, London. I'm from Manchester.
What part of London?
Peckham.
No way. Okay, I'm from Upper Norwood.
Yeah.
Where
West.
specifically in
West.
London? West, okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Leicester and Wigston.
Oh, okay, nice.
Where in Liverpool? I studied there.
I was born in West Derby.
Okay.
Wigston, that's right near Oadby.
Yes, I believe
Market
so.
Harbour.
Market Harbour. Sounds familiar. Yeah. I mean,
Right off the bat, he already sounds guilty. I'm not gonna lie. I believe from what it looks like, the guy with the white jacket is the American.
I grew up in a very small bubble. I mean, my parents would take me everywhere. And I grew up in India for like 14 to 18, and then go back to the UK, finish up my school there, and then
How long were you in Leicester for?
From 0 to 14, was born in Leicester. Yeah.
That's cool.
I feel like someone from Leicester would have automatically known where Market Harbour is. I'm from Manchester, and I know where Market Harbour is. It's a tiny little town.
I don't know a lot about English geography because I was so in my own world. And yeah, my parents would take me around everywhere. So his story was convincing to me because that's similar to my story. What were you guys' first impressions of America?
Really
Big.
overwhelmed.
Big, right?
Very
Also,
It's
like
oh my
huge
God.
portions with their food. Like every plate is like,
Their medium-sized
big.
pizza is our large-sized
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
It's overwhelmed.
The imperial system.
Yes.
F***ing horrible. Well, I've been here for 2 months. I'm still trying to get used to Fahrenheit. It's really stressing me
Yeah.
out.
The temperature is one. Things like that, you know. And like I work off a 24-hour clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got that.
Yo, I don't know, man. Rocco sounds very sus. But Rocco could also be like, what do they call it? Like a dummy. So he's probably British, but he's probably told him to pretend that he's American. So I'm still going to go with the guy in the white jacket.
Yeah.
I think tipping culture is pretty bad.
Oh,
everything
tipping
here,
culture
everything,
is-
whatever the price is,
Oh,
it's
goodness.
like at least $3.
So we could stay in this
or more.
conversation page.
I got a lot of questions, like people assume because you're British you like something. So when One Direction was big, they're like, you're British, you like One Direction. I was like, I have heard maybe 2 of their songs. Or like Harry Potter, hot take, I haven't seen all of the movies. I've only seen like 2.
You're joking.
I'm sorry, I know. That's like the peak British thing and I haven't done it.
Well, like the first thing they say is like talk about tea or
Yeah.
and
Right,
or
tea and
water. They always,
crumpets.
Oh, yeah.
they always say water.
Or like pip pip cheerio. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, no one says that.
Water. I think Roscoe is going to be the first one out.
His story at first kind of seemed like he was just making something up.
You're the worst British accent I've heard ever. I'm so convinced it's him.
He didn't know his geography.
I was just shocked. I was a bit
Wow, I'm really shocked. Damn. And I'm pretty sure he's British. I'm sure he's British.
sheltered, but so I didn't know my geography very well. But I was wondering when they're gonna get Michael out.
That was
A lot of people, especially young kids, don't know their geography because, well, they only know their neighborhood. Unless their parents really travels a lot or they go to a school that's really far away from their house, then I guess they will know the geography, but it kind of makes sense for him not to know his geography if his parents don't really travel that much.
Surprising.
He sounded very British.
I think it's a joke. I think everyone's British.
I feel like when I meet people, they always say, oh, you're from London. They automatically assume everyone's from London. I'm like, no, I'm from Liverpool. They're like, oh, the Beatles, and they mention the Beatles, but the UK is so big, like they just think it's just London.
Which is funny because I feel like a fake when I say I'm from London, because it's like, oh, of course you're from London.
I spoke to someone that thought London was the country.
One time someone asked me, are you from England or Britain? Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I still make that mistake till this day. London, England, Britain, they're all the same to us. I mean, not us, but me.
Well, that's because Americans don't know geography at all.
I will say, since living here, I have felt my just general world knowledge declining as I go through the education system. I don't know anything about anywhere anymore.
For me, since I moved when I was 12, which is 7th grade here in the States.
She mentioned 7th grade, and usually we say year 7 or year 8 or year 9, and it just threw me off.
The biggest change I noticed was how students address their teachers. Like, it's very informal, you know? Whereas I think growing up in England, like, you would never question your teacher, you know? Or, like, I feel like the parents have that kind of...
What school did you go to?
It was funny because obviously growing up in England, you wear uniforms all the time. It was lavender in the summertime with white socks.
Yeah, you have a winter and summer uniform.
Winter, summer uniform and a PE uniform that changes based on the season.
What school did you go to?
Sydenham High School, shout out.
Although thinking about it, like, I feel like I'm so glad that we had a uniform in school because the poor fashion choices I made at 13, I'm so glad I didn't have to go to school dressed like that.
No, genuinely, I look back at my Facebook photos and want to...
I know with certain schools, even though you're wearing a uniform, people still dress their uniform in a stylish way. So even though if you're really bad with, like, you know, being your own stylist, a uniform will not help you. People will pick you out regardless. So
disassociate from whoever that girl was. It wasn't me.
She was a little bit quieter than the rest of the group.
Hi, guys.
You guys did good. You guys did good.
I still think the guy with the jacket is still the British guy. I mean, the American. It's kind of funny how the guy with the hat, I need to remember their name, but the guy with the hat suspiciously spot out the mistake that, what's her name, Michelle made. So
I think I said grade 7. There are words that I say in the
Mallory.
American way now.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you'd wish to continue the game.
It's very possible, especially if you're traveling between both countries, or, you know, if you speak 2 different languages, it's very possible that you will mix them together and interchange the words here and there. So in that case, Mallory, it's possible that Mallory just, you know, speaks naturally, and then she just used this word versus that word. She doesn't have to act all British.
All right, majority rules. That means we move on to round 3.
So you guys still think the mole's in the box right now? 100%. Who do you think
I
it
have
is?
no suspicions about these two.
Who do you think it is?
Well, we can't tell you right now, can we?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were all British. Like, I really was ready to...
Honestly,
Ready to win?
starting to pick up on some accent glitches.
I'm just a really suspicious person, generally.
Okay.
So.
If you had to pick one item from a supermarket, what was it, like, your favourite item from that store? So
Chocolate fingers.
Hey, this is a really random thing to say, but the meal deal, the Tesco meal deal.
Oh my God, yes.
They're always the best.
Ironically, there were these, it came in a yellow package. It was like an American pancake. It was so good, you put it in the toaster. And I put it in the toaster all the time. It was really tasty. It was just a generic, I think it might have been.
I don't know that one.
But it wasn't something notable.
What would you get?
the prawn cocktail sandwich, definitely.
Oh, no, I like this crisps, the prawn cocktail crisps.
The pink one.
I think the crisps I miss the most are Monster Munch and Quavers.
I was going to say Quavers. I was going to say Quavers.
What's it?
Crinkle cut cheesy what's it?
No, I don't think with what's it.
No?
No.
What about discos? Do you guys like discos?
What's a disco?
Yeah, so
You
they're
know,
crisp.
discos, the crisps?
Yeah.
They have like a bunch of flavors,
They're
salt,
like old
vinegar,
school ones, man.
barbecue.
Here or UK?
UK.
Oh, no.
They're not here at all.
No.
He didn't know what discos were. I mean, okay, well, he can't be British.
I mean, Michael, I don't know. You're putting yourself out there. Even if you are British, you're making yourself look mad suspicious right now. I think Roni is British, and Rocco could also be British. He's just too nonchalant, but I believe him.
My initial suspicions. Michael.
What?
I don't know. Just out of everybody.
It's probably my accent. Like I'm
No,
from
not
Liverpool.
even the act. I think also too, you were
Yeah.
the only one who didn't raise your hand. And
I really thought that
I mean,
because I thought you guys were
that
good.
means, again,
I was like,
not
okay,
that
these are my
means
fellow
anything.
Brits right
and
here.
then you said I thought you all were British. There were just some things.
No
I
one
was
has
like,
that much British camaraderie.
I'm not saying it is you.
Okay.
I'm just saying out of everyone who it could have been, in my mind,
Okay.
it was closer to being you.
I'd rather not say.
So now you look suspicious.
Nah.
I don't trust anyone. You could all be lying to me.
If it's any, I mean,
I think Rocco is the mole, and dang, I need to learn his name. The guy with the jacket is American.
I don't know if this is cheating, but I literally have a tattoo on my body of my postcode.
And we're going.
Yeah, a little bit.
He didn't know what disco chips were.
Yeah, I think Omar. Yes, Omar is the American.
You mother.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
wait,
know.
I'm surprised.
He knows. You know.
I'm really bitter about being voted out. Just because somebody doesn't know the same snack as you does not mean that their nationality should be questioned.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue the game, raise your hand.
But, oh, God.
I still feel she might be the mole.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm really like.
I mean, I guess.
Continue.
Okay, so you got your dual citizenship when you were 12. Did you move with your family, and where did you move to?
I got sponsored by my auntie.
Sponsored?
Yeah, we got sponsored from when we were really young, so pretty much when we were born. By the time it came through, that was a waiting list back then. So
Wow.
it came through when we were 12. When we were kids, we used to come every year. My mum wanted us to move, you know, or have the option when we're older to be able to go back and forth, you know.
I've been here for 11 years. I came in 2012, and I originally came over to see my sister. She lives in North Carolina. She has her own little deli, so I was helping her out. And then in
2012, 11 years. That's 2023. So this video came out, what, 2 days ago? Unless they recorded this last year, which I doubt.
in 2014, I moved to LA, and I've been here since. Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, I know you guys are like ganging up on me. So my dad works at an IT company, and so they asked if he could be the manager in LA, and we all moved, and we've been here for 12 years.
Okay.
Went to school here.
You said you go UCLA, yeah?
I go to UCLA. I'm studying linguistic anthropology, minoring in French. I don't know.
Linguistic anthropology.
Linguistic, yeah.
Do you know a lot about football? No. Like, do you know any of the teams in the Premier League?
Well,
Rocco has a point. She's a linguistic, so she could be faking her accent. But damn, I still think Omar is the American.
okay, I never got
also?
into football
Okay.
really when I was there. I only supported the teams that my friends.
Which ones? What teams?
So obviously Chelsea, Arsenal, Man U were like the main ones. I don't watch sports in general really.
Okay.
If a game's on, if the World Cup's on, obviously
You'll watch it.
England all the way. But in general,
I don't really watch too much football, but if you grow up in England,
You'll know about the Premier League. You know about
yeah, no. Gosh, this is hard.
I wouldn't say so because a lot of people, women, don't really watch sports. They may know the fundamental. I know a lot of Americans here, they know football is a sport, a throwing game, but if they sit down and watch, they don't know what's happening. So
I had a feeling. Guys are wrong. I think they'd made a pact, and I was just the only one not in that pact.
Do you feel confident in your choice?
I do.
definitely.
You're not the mole, are you? Okay, good.
If the lights turn green, that means that you have voted the mole out and you both win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is...
I think Omar is the fake one. Rocco is a mole in the sense like to throw everybody off.
still in the box and you lose. So,
Yes, you did a good job.
No, I'm coming from. Yeah, nothing to worry about.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, I hope it's Omar. I wouldn't be shocked if it's Tej either, but
Well, the mole reveal themselves in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, he knew it.
Are you kidding?
man. So I was kind of close. It's either Tej or Omar. Dang.
Kidding me.
That was my first pick, man. I mean, I got it from the get-go.
You knew it was Tejas, and you continued to play.
I told you it's all about the De Niros, yo.
I studied, but not the geography. I was looking at the map, but I didn't recognize all the places. And I could always do somewhat of a British accent, or at least I thought I could. And then I just Googled, like, where's the most amount of brown people from England? And I was like, Leicester it is.
Your accent was really good.
Yeah,
I was thinking, I had somewhat of a plan, but not knowing geography is pretty American, so I'm pretty sure.